Bum, bum. I think I'm live. Hello! Okay, I think I'm live. Alright, welcome to another day and another show with Dicey the Guy. Me. Okay, so yeah, let's just jump into it. I was sitting here and actually painting and not filming, and I cheated on you, okay? I'm sorry. Should I buy you flowers? Do your feelings get hurt? Yeah, it's kind of bad. I have been flickering back and forth from purples to reds, and on this lovely little guy whose name is Heart Eater. So you know he is a good guy. He's the Saint Valentine for the show here. So we are just going back and forth with like dark colors and light colors, and just trying to get it just right. So yeah, right now I'm going to open up my wash again, and I do like this. I use washes, I use paints, and I go back and forth till I'm happy with what I see. And now I'm going to just go where they are braided like so, and put it on there and there. I'm not going to go with my wash on here because I want to have this kind of a look here. Yeah, maybe I want to have a little wash in there to darken it up, and there, and maybe a little up here. Just strategic points of interest. But I'm going to leave rest, I think. Here we are going to have it a little darker, like so. Drakenhof Nightshade, it is maybe a little too dark. You should probably thin it down, I tell you, to get it just right. But I am going to have fun with it like it is. I'm going to try to hit the middle of the color here on the leather, the red leather, and then we're going to hit inside here, darken that up a little bit. Yes, I think this is very good. Okay, so any comments? Nope. So we're going to pretend we have comments and talk. Yes. So today I am actually got lucky today again. My girlfriend is driving my kids, so I can do this. Okay, I ninja in this. She doesn't know I do this. Oh shit, it is in Finnish. I'm probably going to butcher your name. I'm really sorry. Laski Urpo Appina. Hello, I like your live streams. I also like the way you paint your figures. Nice vision and nice style. Thank you. Absolutely, super thank you. Yeah. Then we are 2 in the world. Oh, we are 3. My son also liked him. So yeah, I'm actually excited. I get extra motivated now as he has liked the looks of them, and maybe we're going to play them. Sunglasses, heart, sunglasses, smiley faces. Okay, so probably maybe I hit the name correctly and it's a one-off, and if not, I'm not meant to be offended by anybody. But you know, I always when I do the outros for my show, I say fuck you, and it's meant as a compliment. So yeah, I'm sorry. Why do I do this? I'm trying to be funny, and I think it is funny, so yeah, we go with that. Anyways, how are you? Are you sitting and painting stuff, WARCRY, or just looking at my beautiful painted minis? So I have a little water on my brush now, so it's a bit thinned down, so when I put the Drakenhof stuff on, it's not that stark as when it was red. And we're going to try to go, as always, back and forth and just try to hit where I like it, how it looks, and then I'm going to try to leave it. Because as a painter you can always paint more. Put on more colors, and it will be better. So for me it's the finding the moment I tell my minis, you have the wings, fly away, my beautiful little miniature. And it's probably best to say it to these war chickens, because they have already wings. Let's go back to them when I finished with my beautiful Beastie Boys hair. But yeah, I actually want, with this purple hair, I want to go not with too much of this the Drakenhof. I actually sitting here and thinking dark umber reds would be really good to blend a little in it and have a little fun with it. No problem, you pronounced it perfectly. Hey, and I like you, Homer, too. Thank you. Maybe you're sarcastic. Who knows? I'm going with the good feelings. So yeah, we are going for that one. Not everything is good. Yeah. So but no answers to if you are doing hobby stuff. So I gather you're just sitting and looking at my pretty models, and that's fine too. It's I pretend to myself that I buy my minis so I play games, but I find myself often just buying more minis and painting more stuff. So it's a thing. I think maybe, and I think I'm not the only one in the world. I think I'm too normal. That is normal. Everybody wants to be. Have you seen the channel? Oh shit! What is his name? Gorilla something with the Ash. He plays everything, and he's just and paints up everything. He's like a machine, and I aspire to be like that, and I never going to be like that. So but it's important to have goals, but I want to find myself goals I can achieve, and maybe if people are watching my channel, you know, this is achievable. I am a normal human. But yeah, anyways, yeah, burnt umber. This is by far, maybe this is my #1 love affair. This is the color of choice. If you stuck me with just one color, this is going to be this dull brown red color. I love it. But yeah, so I'm just going, yeah, I was sitting here painting and I was like, I am cheating. So I need to put on the cameras and show you guys. Coffee. It is Kjellsberg coffee with a little cream in it. Just a little treat to myself. So it's not dark as my soul, it's more bright up and so as I want to be. So hey, I got the 1 like. That is nice. I really like the likeys. Yeah, but see, it is going to it's overrunning the color underneath. So maybe it's not the best color, but I'm going to mix it with the purple here and see what we get. Because I want yeah, this is sexy. I want the bright colors, but I also want it to be dark. So I want both. So I'm mixing in a little bit of bluish colors. I'm going to be really careful by not trying to make it. And I'm trying to just agitate the same point and just give it a lot of colors. And yeah, it's moved too much to the blues, and I have one that is that color, even two, so I want to have the purple, so we have to go back and see. Maybe I should mix more of the this one, the off-white color. And yeah, this is going to be nice. And we can have it like this. There we go. And we will try to have it dried now, so it will produce the. And I want to see what color comes then, and work from that. But yeah, the burnt umber. We want a little burnt umber here and there. I need to wash my brush. It was too stark white. The white is eating up the color. Some whites just take over everything and just make it another color. It wants everything to be pink. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but in this instance I want to have purple. And now we are rinsing our brush again, and then we are going to brighten up. So it's kind of a feathering, what do you call it? The technique is what's the technique called? It's a mix between wet blend, half wet blend, dry brushing, and I don't know. I should just call it. This is the Dicey method. Lasky. Yesterday I built some bunkers and stuff. Ooh, did some engraving to them too. Nice. To use them in Warhammer 40k. And also a Macho Woman RPG adventures and the Judge Dredd RPG battles. Oh my god. So you are like 100% more gamer than me. So no, I'm just relaxing, chilling and watching your painting. Hey, that's nice. That is nice. I will try to not do too many mistakes while you are watching. Yeah, I'm actually going to try to touch it up almost to white. Yeah. Look at that. And then we go back. But what a Macho Woman role-playing game adventure. That sounds amazing. I'm probably the opposite. I am the Femi girly man, but that's okay. Somebody has to be something. You can't be not everybody can be macho. Yeah, hey, that is actually looking good. I am pleased with myself. To have it almost up white in the upper recesses and then go, that looks nice. That looks natural. Natural woman. Yeah, so, I can't remember your name on Facebook, but I imagine you are the wrestler from the squad. Might be wrong. Maybe there are more from Finland that does wrestling and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just missing. Maybe it's totally wrong. So we want the dark, and then we want to but yeah, actually, if I had the body and mind set, I really would be really cool to actually have a little martial arts, a little combat training in my body, but that is not going to happen. I will make my dice do the fighting for me. Thank you very much. So I'm totally screwed. If somebody is going to jump me, I'm going to take out my dice and try to have them in a sock maybe and hit them with that. And run like a girly man. That is actually really funny that gender comes to if you are strong or not. That is so bullshit. And you know, I'm always getting more, you know, when you get older and when you get your own kids, and when you have a girl. I have a little girl, and you know, you get more, you understand more what girls go through just on daily basis, on how language are lined up, how we talk and stuff like that. It's why it is like that, and why we can't just change it up a bit. Let people be people and let them be the best versions of themselves instead of conform into what's considered the norms. Why? Because the norms are, I think it's not fitting almost nobody. So it's I think it's kind of ugly. And I take myself in also pushing her in you know, directions that I find why do I do it? And I try to figure out why. And as I do with my sons, and also it's hard to be parent, just put it like that. I am totally aware that I am going to do mistakes with them, you know, give them advice that is not for them and stuff like that, but I'm trying to show them that it's okay to and try to learn, give them the opportunity to learn what they are and find out by themselves. It's interesting. I really like to try to help find out stuff like that. Let's see. Whoop! I just dropped the model. I am the female powerlifter from Finland. I am Krissa Apparat Tuminen in Facebook. Yes, there you go. Awesome. That is awesome. You would kick my butt. General Grievous. Oh my shit. Hello Grievous. I have no powers. I have no lightsabers here. I occasionally call stuff on my body lightsaber, but you know, you shouldn't pay attention to that at all. Okay, it's a private matter. Okay, I'm just saying. But hello. Okay, I am enjoying your technique talk and humor, which is just dark and weird as mine. Ah, no. Hey, that is awesome. I am warnings though. I am not always funny. It is I can drift off to be really dry and this is a bottle. So before anybody gets any ideas, especially with the scale 75, they are. The medium they have in the painted box, you know, you have pigments, you have water, and you have medium. And that medium, it feels like it's kind of a gel. It's not a flowing stuff. It is kind of gel. And it wants to be separated from the rest. It's totally racist against the pigments. And it's, yeah, I put up that color, of course, when I'm talking about racism. So, yeah. I know how to pick them, but it's so you need to get that really mixed in, and I really want to have a shaker. I was trying. I have seen people make from sauce and stuff and put it on the sauce, and it goes back and forth like crazy fast. And somebody's when they are washing their clothes, they are putting all their washes. Paints on top of it and make it shake like that, but that do not work for me. General Grievous was saying hello, and then he went. He understands that I am not Obi-Wan Kenobi. And let's see if we can get some paint on there. Because I have forgotten to paint the feet of many of my fighters, including this one. And in Norwegian I call this tutlots, and the tutlots needs to have color on. They are not having a disease. So this is going to be not matching up with the skin on top here directly, because I have airbrushed the top here. So it's going to be kind of a work back and forth here to get the right nuances. But we are going to get through that. But yeah, it's good. Krisse, do I want to call you Krisse or Lasky? But I'm not sure if people want me to talk techniques and what I do. And yeah, just be super aware when you watch me paint stuff. This is my method, and it's a super dicey way to do it. So just be aware that it might work for me, and sometimes it doesn't work, and I just have to go back and paint over it. Often it's like it's almost like a power struggle between light and dark. And yeah, but my methods are improving all the time, and it's always a constant. Do I want to get them finished fast, or do I want to make them super pretty? Oh yeah, I dig this skin tone. I wish I had Indian skin, or what's it called now? Native American skin. It's like we have Sapmi people here, and it's almost like what should I just call them? The real Norwegians, or it's kind of strange. Why can't they be called Indians anymore in America? But yeah, I can understand why, because it is bad times, and you know, it's not associated with. It's not a positive word anymore, and it's sad. And yeah, and it's the Christopher Columbus naming of them. It's almost like slave, or the N-word. So I can understand why you don't want to have that on your people. But the fact is, we all are people. So, but of course, I'm not going to pretend that we are the same. And here we go again. I'm going into colors on people and politics and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just a mess. So yeah, it's something I'm trying to work on not being too political and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's things that matters to me. But I think it's kind of important to talk about. But maybe I'm not the right person to talk about it. But who is? But maybe not the one guy with that is white and had red hair. But just call me Krissa. By the way, Macho Woman with Guns MWWG is a classic comedy role-playing game created by Greg Porter and published by Blacksburg Technical Research Center. Woo, that was a mouthful. It was first published in '88. It has also been published in Finnish as I can't talk Finnish. I almost can't talk in English, and certainly Norwegian is not my best language either. I almost always best talking when I'm talking in grunts, like that is my soul language. But I'm trying the best I can here. But okay, yeah, it's you know, when it comes to role-playing games, what I know is that D&D is a thing, and Pathfinder is a thing. Mutant is a Swedish version of something. Vampire Masquerade. You have the new one from Kings of War is coming out. Malifaux has one, Through the Breach. And that is it. I do not know too much of all the other... Oh yeah, Call of Cthulhu. I heard much about it. I just played Pathfinder a little and D&D. Oh, and Star Wars, of course. I played Star Wars too. The one from Fantasy Flight. The new one with the new dice system. And oh yeah, I played Rift. I played Rift. Huh. Yeah, but so I say I do not know much, and I haven't played that much. But yeah, in hours, it probably less than 24 hours of role playing total. So I consider myself to be a baby when it comes to anything role-playing games. I really like the feel of it. I really like the thought of it. And I really like the rules. I can read rules. But to actually play and have time to play, I wish I was... I wish I was... You want to be between 13 and 19 years old for the rest of your life. Then you have all the time in the world. Or, you know, yeah, actually, if I didn't chase skirt and was interested in having girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever you want to have, and you don't want to have kids, I think you can have a super perfect life to be a gamer. But when you are having children and a better half, a lot of time is going away on other stuff. That is, I enjoy it too, but it's it is. I don't how does people with family have time to do anything? Me included. I really struggle to make time for myself. But yeah, that is facts. But yeah, okay. But the topic was, of course, this macho woman with guns. It's an amazing title. Yeah, they are. I kind of see for myself Arnold Schwarzenegger, but with the boobies. And you don't fuck with that. You know, you don't mess around with that kind of environment. I would be terrified. I would just go around screaming in that scenario all the time. When I was little, we actually, me and my friend, we was doing competition shooting and stuff like that. So guns are, I like guns. It's a good meditative thing to have. You can sit down and you have to have super focus, almost like when you are painting. It is the same thing. You have to control your breathing. You have to control your posture. You have to steady your aim, meaning this one. It is kind of the same when you are trying to hit the target when you are competition shooting, and this, it is kind of the same thing. Of course, with the brush I can't do too much harm. or can I? But yeah, it's yeah, I'm going to I like it. I kind of like I like the strong tone of the red skin more than the airbrushed one. It was too airbrushy almost, if you know what I mean. It was too white. Krista, I really like about the Macho Woman with Guns game because it can be played on a board game with figurines and as a role-playing game too. It's really fun to play. Yeah, can you imagine? I have seen you have a game where you are wrestling game, Smash, something like that, I think. It kind of my mind goes to that, but with role-playing elements. But then you brought on the guns, so but the guns might be these ones. This is not a gun, by the way. This is I don't know what it is. It's not a gun. It's not even the son of a gun. But yeah. Get over here. This is a macho man. And we have some macho women here too. That is one. And the other one is this one. This is my favorite of the bunch. I think it's so awesome. I really like the pose. But I feel like they are kind of... It's almost like they use the same pose for a lot of these minis. Kind of feel like this is an echoing pose of something I have already seen. Like it's in the way it's shaped, it's the exact same pose. If you should understand what I mean. This one, I feel like this is the exact pose, but on the others it was from Blood Bowl. And it was this skinks, no, not skinks, Skavens with this pose. I might be wrong though, but it feels like I've seen this pose before. But I love it, I like it. But yeah, role-playing games are... what systems are you using? Are you using D20s or a variety of dice? Or is it more of a... How do you determine if everything is a success or not? Or it's just... I'm kind of interested in understanding the games and how the mechanics of games are getting used. Oh, let's see. Chris, I have to... You used a bad word, and I'm going to show it because we like bad words here on the channel. In Macho Woman with Guns, you can have experience points from yelling cool one-liners while killing the space monsters, drunken rednecks and such. Like, eat lead, you mutant motherfucker! Nice. That is yeah. So you have like style points for it is a 80s movie game then. That is what you're telling me. Nice. So it kind of reminds me of this game that are in the making that has been on Kickstarter. What is it called again? Where you have space monsters and just a lot of fun, crazy stuff is happening. You have this old Russian what you call it, a cosmonaut and stuff like that. But awesome. It's cool to have. This is a game then that hasn't been in development for many years, and still people are playing it. That speaks volumes about how it is set up, and how it makes people feel when they are actually sitting down and play it. Not everything needs a new edition. It was maybe bad for the company though, because they can't sell anymore. Oh yeah, Mr. Sexy. Cujo painting. Hey, this is a new stream, or are you still painting since yesterday? I can sit there and lie to you. Sure, I have been painting all night long. No, I have been in bed with my girlfriend, and yeah, I wake up today and I just put on the stream. I was actually starting painting without you guys, and I feel like I was cheating on you guys. So here we are, hey ho. New day, new opportunities to fail, and all that. But yeah, welcome to the squad. It's what I'm trying to brand the channel. You know, I'm going to call everybody who's coming in the squad. But I'm not sure about this SM kind of thing they have in their mouth. It reminds me of Pulp Fiction. You know, when they are putting in the basement there with the gag ball. It is the most surreal scene in any movie I have seen. Because the first time you see it, you don't expect that to be in there. And when I rewatched Pulp Fiction some years later, I had forgot about that scene, and it was like all over again. What the fuck? It was in Pulp Fiction. And if you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, stop watching this shit and put on Pulp Fiction. It's the baddest and greatest movie of all time. Just for the liners Samuel L. Jackson gives when you are eating burgers, when you are at gunpoint, are hilarious. Actually, I am sitting and considering sitting on taking all the black and white movies from YouTube that are free on YouTube and sit and live stream them and eat popcorn with you guys in total silence. That would be the weirdest shit ever, and maybe it's going to work. And have comments on Godzilla's and King Kong and whatever. And the horror from outer space. I have painted the tutlots on the girly, so hey, we are making progress. The tip of that brush make me sad. Aww. Bring out the gimp. Oh yeah. Oh man. It was so strange. It was so what? Because to that moment, that movie had that paste, and it was not expecting that when they were walking into that shop. So, let's see. Is this a better point? Also, I do not put the brush in my mouth. There is lots of little quirky things in Pulp Fiction. For example, just before every scene, John Travolta is there in red race car on the screen somewhere. What? What? I haven't noticed that. Oh man, then I need to rewatch that. Ah, snap. Well, we have to do what we have to do. But yeah, I am... like I say, Cujo painting, and to everybody else that is watching my shit, don't come here to get too many pointers on painting. Then you should actually turn into Ding Cujo painting. He is amazing painter that does stuff the right way and give you good tutorials. I am the guy you want to turn on to see, ah shit, I can do better than that. and you can watch me and laugh at me and point fingers and then go and paint your shit much better. And now you can go on the Facebook page and show me this is how you're supposed to paint your twat. So so that is the mission. It's to try to show everybody that it is achievable. You just have to sit down and paint. And maybe if you're watching me, it will get better. But we will see. It's a journey to outer space. We are all sitting on, you know, a living rocket, a rock that is just going through space in 1 quadrillion million kilometers in an hour. And it's just so strange that we are alive to be on this ride and sitting here painting on plastic because there's nothing else to do. Oh shit. Kisse is swearing left, right and center, and YouTube is turning off the sentence, but we are going to run it. So Kisse, I like the macho woman with guns. It's very simple as a system. There is just 5 attributes: strength, dexterity, macho, looks and health. Notably, there are no intelligence attribute and few skills. So that's kind of my type of game then, when there's no intelligence involved. That's nice. Me like. In the first scene he calls himself a race car. Nice. And the skills are like shooting with small guns, shooting with big guns, seducing skills, and running in high heels. High heels, what the fuck? Sit down! Don't flying sidekick me in the back! That's my impression of insert name there. So, why isn't he president instead of Mr. Yeah, because he's from Austria, so he can't rule supreme in the United States of America. But I mean, he's been governor or something like that for California, so. It's so like, look here, looky. I have been painting this in orange, but then I missed this one. I can kick myself in the teeth. I'm not going to do that because I hate going to the dentist, but a point taken. I overlook things all the times. And it's kind of sad, but luckily we have this container with the paints I use. I just ghetto it, so look at this ugly stuff, but here are all the paints and I can use it and reuse it. I can use it for mounts, and I'm not recommending that because you know, you shouldn't probably do it, but I do, and I just find it funny that I totally missed that, and funny in a non-funny way. Ah yeah, Mr. Sexy Boy. Obama was from Kenya. No, he wasn't. He was from Miami. His grandparents or something was from Kenya. And plus the system uses just 6-sided dice, so it's fast and easy, just like me. Plus the adventures can be very short, one shots like 15 minutes. You just want to go play small missions like kill everything. Is that for WARCRY? Are you talking about the miniatures? These are for WARCRY. Kissa is talking about this role-playing game. It's a macho woman with guns. It is a role-playing game from the 90s. If you're scrolling up, you will get the first line of the story and you can go down. And by Krisse, I mean Laski Orpo Appina. That is Finnish and it's pronounced approx like that. I think. I'm told that I'm perfect in Finnish, but the only thing I am good at is finishing is coffee. Only if you believe the official narrative. His passport was proven to be forgery by some police office. What? This is conspiracy. We are going into conspiracy territory here. But of course, I am 100% Obama fan, so I will look at the evidence like that as forgery and hearsay and stuff like that, and like that. But on that note, I always thought Bill Clinton was a jerk. I couldn't believe that he get a free pass for what he had done. But that's another thing. And I actually can't understand why Hillary Clinton wanted to run when she was, showing bad leadership for not leaving that asshole. But that's... and that she was the prime candidate to fight against Trump, I will never understand. So it's interesting to see how that whole thing is going to get. He's probably going to get re-elected. So buckle up. But yeah, for one thing for sure is nothing is staying the same with him having his hands on the steering wheels. Yeah. It's a lot of rumpa, it's a lot of ass here. It's a lot of ass action here. So if you like that, this is the warband for you. It's like they have diapers, but that's probably how it looks when you are wearing diapers. So okay, the girl has more, she doesn't have a G-string. It probably would be more fitting for her to have a G-string, but of course they are really afraid to be making sexualized and then have one guy with that too. But I think everybody should have this nonsense, because yeah, if you go all ass, you go all ass. Don't mess around. Don't mess around, son. Let's see. I have painted everybody's feet now. That's awesome. Cujo Painting is actually doing some naughty stuff here, but I'm going to show that link. There you go. You can see highly detailed breakdown of the forgery here. Okay, so conspiracy. Kissa, conspiracy theories, politics, painting miniatures, and macho woman with guns and WARCRY. What a combination! Ren Solo, nice to know that the Clintons are complete psychos. Yeah, I can't understand why they have been left alone, and no Democrats have spoken hard against those criminal gangsters. But yeah. Like, everybody knows all they have done, you know, with you know, luring their money and just siphoning through America to get more money. A lot of ways like Trump is doing. He's just filling his pocket. He wants to have the G7 meeting is in his hotel that is not doing well right now. So he's just throwing it out there. Come to my hotel in, I can't remember, somewhere in Miami. And of course that is going to get publicity, and then you get to fill up his hotels. So you can for everything he is absolutely good to grab monies. Even if he has no money, he can get monies. And I wish I had that lack of backbone to just grab money and just pretend I have a lot of money. That would be awesome. But yeah, you have to have that charisma rolls. You know, if he was a role-playing game, he would have natural charisma 100%, and he would just charm everybody to believe his shit. And if for some reason you break that spell, he can just fire you. You're fired! What a strange world we are living in. And he's actually joking about being in a third run for president, to be president of the United States. So, you know, just hold on to your butts. We're in for the long run with him. What would actually happen if he runs for the third time? Or just people going to, yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. Let's see. Kojo is giving this YouTube hiding notes here, left, right, and center too. Let's show it. Everyone who ever has information on them ends up dead. That sucks. Because they don't want to commit suicide by shooting themselves 4 times in the back of their head. Yeah, yeah, that is true. I don't think you can. I do not. Yeah, it's against the law, but you know, Putin has been running Russia for I don't know how many years. He has this proxy dude that jumps in as president some years, and when he is just not president, and then he runs for president after that, get re-elected. So, you know, it's a fun world. So he has shown the way to how democracy can work in a communist regime, for sure. Talking about Trump and painting asses. That's very suiting. Russia is a bit different. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. And I want to say this. The Russian people are, you know, the guys and girls I have met from Russia that are Russian, that I have met, are just normal folks. That's just normal people, and they have this, you know, you're just how to live under a regime like that. And it's kind of the same with Americans. They have this, you just have to try to survive day by day, having 1 to 5 jobs a day just to have enough income to just have a good life. I don't know. I don't know the answers to anything. I'm picking on stuff, but how to run big countries like America and Russia, because it's so vast. It's so a lot of landmass and so many people, and how to govern. You know, America has this system that they have states, so they are more like you know, the European Union, when you have lands doing their stuff, and then you have EU on top that can, you know, and that's another topic. It is, you have in some cases we have in Europe, not Norway and soon not England, but the rest of Europe have this. You have the president of, you know, EU that is on top of everything, and that have been running Europe for years and years and years. So it's the same time as Putin. So in a lot of ways we are just as trapped as the concept of Russia. So in in Europe, and it's interesting. So how to govern landmass and a lot of people, and to actually make things works. It's a difficult one, and I have actually seen a documentary on YouTube about the princess of Sudan, and you know, they have 1/4 of all riches in the world, and they still want money to do anything. The princess and the kings of Sudan, but they can't get their Middle East to get to our place, because remember, Middle East with everything like Afghanistan, Iran, everything like there are still, I will say, a lot of them are still in the Stone Age when it comes to technology and stuff like that. I'm not saying that they are stupid. I'm just saying that the infrastructure, how things are built up, and the society is how Europe was in, you know, for thousands of years ago. And I can see in Norway we have still, like 100 years ago, we have a lot of the same ways of talking about, you know, how women should be, and they should, you know, have a lot of clothes on them and not show everything. So it's not that long ago, and you want, you know, a whole region of people to change their ways in like so, and then you call them stupid for not reacting. It is, if you suddenly can't use your electricity and you can't use your mobile phones, it stops. What do? You would lose it, and it's the same thing. You have to do things slowly. I digress. We are painting war stuff here, and I probably should turn it off before people getting super angry at me. But it is an interesting thought. You're asking people that, you know, too much. And of course they are coming to our countries and getting flabbergasted and, you know, maybe angry, getting hating. And how to de-escalate situations like that instead of putting gas on the fire, like I feel a lot of the leaders, you know, do across the world now. I feel like after Stephen Hawking died, people just went ballistic. So I think for myself, this is a conspiracy. I think he was actually sitting and thinking, because he was like the smartest human being ever alive. I think he was actually giving advice to how to like get the social structure of the world to kind of work. Because notice, when he went, everything went bananas. It probably is just a coincidence, but you need really smart people to get really good answers. and understand the behavior of a lot of people. And I don't believe a lot of the people that have power now is smart. They are just populists that's saying what people want them to hear, so they get power and money. And that's just super dangerous. You will get a spiral that will just be bad for everybody in the end. I think it's the Hunger Games in real life. Whew, that was heavy shit. Why do I talk like this? I should shut up and just paint stuff and pretend that I do not think about stuff like that. But it's kind of hard. I don't have a job, so I'm sitting alone home and just getting all this information in my head, and you get overwhelmed by it. So yeah. I'm not pretending that I understand anything of what's happening in the world, by the way. I hope that girl that's doing his thing for the climate change is going to get heard. I hope she does what nobody else is able to do. Anyways, puppet leaders. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, where are we? We are. I have. Yeah. Let's see. Cujo, I wouldn't mind living in Russia. Yeah, you know, it's like Russia, if you think about how the land is and how vast it is and how much different landscapes that there are in Russia. You have from Asia to you know, tundras and Sibir and, you know, everything in between. You have everything, every kind of landmass and structures and stuff like that. You have as much different people all over the place too. So you have it's really interesting land, and I think a lot of the people there are just really normal people. It's my experience, the people I have met though, but so I met people from Moscow, stuff like that, and my brother is married to a girl from Russia, and she's really nice and just normal human. So yeah, but anyways, Kissa, I really like that you talk about the real things and real life. There's so many figurine painter live streamers who just talk about games, painting, and figurines. This is refreshing. I am refreshing. What the fuck? Yeah, but it's like I can't pretend to be anybody else. I have been on that topic before, and I'm trying to not go too deep into politics, because one thing politics is about emotions and feelings. Everybody have their stock opinion about how politics are run. It's more sacred than religion for many people, and it's almost more sacred than their loved ones even. So it's a topic that needs to be talked about. It's the elephant in the room, or the donkey in the room, depending on which side you lean on. But nobody seems to be talking about it, and I think it's really important to just have a discussion about it without, you know, I have my opinion about stuff, but I'm open to everything else. Like my brother that is married to the Russian girl, he is on the Trump side of things, and he has a lot of interesting and good points that I totally agree with. so it's not like I'm stuck in one mindset and just want to have rights. But at the same time, I can see how things are shaping because of the things he does. So he does kind of a lot of good things, but at the same time he's making, in my opinion, and it's totally colored by how I listen to the news from the United States of America, but I feel like he is polarizing poor people, Latinos, black against, supreme white powers. And he's always flirting about like KKK stuff and stuff like that. And that do not sit well with me at all. I totally hate that, because I have felt it myself, on the body, how to get on the way you look and the way you talk, you get put down, and it's when a world leader is talking like that, he has a so big responsibility. It's I really don't like it. It has so much. He's really good with media, and has really good people that knows media. And to strike the lines, it's really obvious that he has a Goebbels, and it feels like Hitler #2 here. So I'm just really, I am afraid to be perfectly honest, and I feel. Because I feel Hitler had a lot of good politics. He had a lot of good points. He did not go to office in Germany and become the leader there because he was super stupid. He has good ideas that a lot of people liked, but it do not mean that he should have that position. So it's too much. It's too much. He's flirting so much with that type of power. I feel he's leaning so much to that kind of way of talking and a way of acting that it afraids me. And I feel like he does this to make a name for himself. The one thing he's just up. He would just want to have Trump written all over the place wherever we can. But anyways. We gotta maybe stop there. I do not know about that. Hawking was regular as Epstein's Island. Okay. Kissa, plus seeing muscular figurines painted at the same time, hearing about the politics and real life is totally awesome. It's super diversive. The politics and the painting, and I should, but it's think about stuff whenever people are saying stuff, and it's the same if it's Bernie Sanders. Not everything he says is perfect either. I think his politics is very good because it sounds like a Norwegian government, but I do not feel that kind of government will work in USA because there are so much more people there. We have just, 7 million people living in Norway, and we are paying the taxes, everybody. So, and we just follow the law. So it's easy. But when you have so much people and with so much diversity and culture and way of thinking that you have in America, you need. I don't know what you need, and that's probably why nobody actually want to be president. They just want to run for president. Because I feel like when Obama won, of course people was supporting him and stuff like that, but I think also it was kind of a little luck because nobody else wanted to be president at that time, because everything was belly up in the economy in USA, and I think he did an insane good job in office. And when you do a really good job, nobody take notice because everything is working as planned. So I don't know. And yeah, he has his faults too. It's not like he was the most perfect human being ever alive either. I'm not saying that. Nobody is. If they are fake. Yeah, then you should really worry. But he is human too, and he has his flaw in politics and as human being, as all others. But yeah, he aligned more with what I think about when I think about how humans should act to each other and try to be the better selves all the time, instead of just upping the game and be, putting everybody else down so you is the best. So that is maybe the key to why I don't like Trump. I don't like the way he bullies people to be bad and make them in a bad spot, instead of trying to make to be better and try to make everybody else better too. But yeah, I'm going to try to stop talking about politics, but it fires me up, of course, because I care. And it should to us. I know I'm not ever going to vote for American, and I'm probably not going to have an impact on any Americans when it comes to voting, but I hope everybody in America actually going to go and vote and try to get involved in politics. It's like here we are going to have we are voting for next mayor here, and I'm going to try to vote for the people I believe in, and I've done my work anyways. Look at this sexy motherfucker. What is he called? Ooh, what an awesome name. First Fang is his name. Look at that sexy motherfucker. Haha, makes me happy. And I really like the wash I have used on them. It is flesh wash. Beep. Old school motherfuckers. So everything that is flesh, and this kitty cat, who names is Rocktusk Prowler. This is the Rocktusk Prowler. And he needs to go to the dentist. Look at that teeth. Holy shit. What do you eat with those teeth? I don't know. I get the sniffles now. I'm running a little low on energy and stuff like that, so I think I'm going to quit now. So but thank you all for hanging out and watching my shit once more. I'm probably going no promises, because stuff and things, but I'm going to try to put on a live show tonight 9 o'clock Norwegian time, and I hope to maybe see you there. If I'm on, no promises, but I have done one video a day for a lot of days now, and I'm just happy to get it done, son. Get something done. Have a good shower. Yeah, I'm going to shower too. Gonna grab a shower, then I am off to post some commissions. Nice. As always, I Kiss said you need to go to Kujo Painting and watch his shit. That is, he is a god painter, where I am a peasant. But he is trying to teach us how to paint, and that's really nice. Yeah, I'm also going to shower, I think, because I'm getting up a little funk here, and yeah, I have this nice t-shirt. It is from Fist, Frost and Fist, and I chose the Fist because I'm juvenile. I giggled when I saw it. So it's the same with the number 69. It's just magic. But okay, anyways, I'm just half in here now, so I'm going to say the famous words: fuck off.